Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, and welcome to NerdTube. I am Zam, and I'm very unhappy at this moment in time. I have a bird that won't fucking stop annoying me for a start. I also want to say thank you to Bandit for making me realize I was streaming on the wrong channel earlier. Thank you very much, Bandit. He saved me a lot of embarrassment. Okay, so if you're an international Star Trek fan like myself, you would come across the news that Paramount Plus has pulled Star Trek Discovery from... Thank you, Daniel. Thank you for joining me. And Phony Beatlemaniacs, thank you for joining me. But Paramount Plus has pulled Star Trek Discovery from Netflix. So people like myself won't be able to watch it this weekend. You know, I've been anticipating it, looking forward to the flagship show of Star Trek. Won't be able to watch it because Paramount Plus has just swept the fucking legs from under us right now. It's absolutely ridiculous. There's a news article I want to read to you from The Independent. It's a British newspaper. Here we go. Actually, I apologize because I have to register to read them. So we'll go back. We'll read an article I read earlier from the BBC. And here we go. Star Trek Discovery fans angry as new season is pulled days before launch. Star Trek fans have been left livid after the global release of the new season of the spin-off show's Discovery was pulled days before its planned launch. The fourth season of the sci-fi series had been due to launch outside North America on Netflix on Friday. However, Netflix has lost the global rights to Paramount, which will now put the show on its own streaming service. Let me hear what Daniel Barnes has to say. I'm very happy that Daniel Barnes brought this information to me. They had to have known much earlier that they were going to do this. They're going to use Prodigy and Disco as an incentive to buy their streaming service. Yeah, well, they think it's an incentive. I mean, this is like, that episode of South Park when it's about smelling your own farts because you think the world fucking shines out your ass. Unfortunately, it's not the case. Sometimes you've got to know your role. And Star Trek itself, even though it's very, very popular amongst its hardcore, to do this, I mean, the hardcore is not just in America. The hardcore fans is worldwide. In my personal opinion, if Star Trek tried to stand on its own 2 feet only on an American audience, it would fucking fail. Star Trek requires its international audience to keep itself where it is at this moment, keep its relevance where it is at this moment. And to do this to your international audience is a big fuck you to all of us. And I'm really pissed off about this. Yes, they did. They definitely incentivized piracy for sure. Viewers outside the US and Canada must wait until Paramount Plus launches in 20 countries, including the UK, next year. A statement said it would be available in early 2022, but an exact date and plans for the rest of the world have not been announced. So here's a tweet. Here's a tweet right now. To our international Star Trek Discovery fans, we know you are anxious to hear our plans for Season 4, so we wanted to update you. Internationally, the upcoming season of Star Trek Discovery Season 4 will now premiere exclusively where Paramount Plus is available in early 2022. This means the new season and all the previous Discovery seasons will be available internationally in 2022 as Paramount Plus expands globally. No fucking apology. I mean, honestly, if they gave us an apology, we would still tell them to go fuck themselves. But this is just marketing 101 here. They're trying to put a fucking spin on something that is atrocious. Paramount is stupid. 100% is stupid here. I mean, I guarantee you only a couple of people must have thought this was a good idea. It's absolutely ridiculous. The decision has been received poorly by fans, with some saying people would watch pirated versions instead. No shit. I mean, just wow, these corporate gears really need some oiling. Amazing how the global market is so cultivated for film and the TV impacts are just ignored. The world, Netflix, Star Trek fan base is livid and on 72 hours notice too. Absolutely. What else do we have here? The news comes days after Star Trek Discovery told fans what to expect from the new season at an official Star Trek convention in London. I wish I went to that. This guy here, Tom, positive lad. I was at Star Trek DST in London last week. Thousands of fans, Discovery cast members, all excited about the new series launching this month. Then this, paywalling it behind a service non-US fans can't use. Ugly, nasty, greed. So un-Star Trek. To BitTorrent, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's if Daniel, that's if Paramount Plus gets, released in the UK. I mean, without a Paramount Plus, then how we're going to watch this? It's fucking stupid. I mean, there's no news on Paramount Plus coming out anytime. There's no like whispers or anything. Or the second half of season 1, rather. Yeah, like anyone. Yeah. Oh, you mean a Prodigy? Yeah. Okay, so that's that particular article. I want to jump now onto Twitter because honestly, Twitter's where it's at. So I'm just going to go to Twitter now. I've been reading a few of these tweets. Let's scroll back up here. So I wrote Paramount Plus here in the search. Look at this. I've been reading a few of these. Let's go right back to the top again. So I kind of lost all the good ones. 1 minute we're one great big Star Trek family, then the Paramount Plus executives snatch it away from us. You're damn right. Twitter, Star Trek gays coming for Paramount Plus. This is horrible. I shouldn't be laughing at this. I found better tweets than this. Why don't we take Star Trek Discovery and move it 2 days before the season 4 premiere to service only available in US and Canada until 2022. Apparently, Paramount Plus is also available in Brazil as well, but don't get me wrong, still, it doesn't mean anything. Listen, girl, I'm trying to work here. Daddy is trying to work here. And you're eating everything in sight. Look, she's immediately she just comes back. No, I don't want to block that. She just landed on my keyboard. And she's done a shit on my keyboard as well. So let me just quickly wipe that before it ingrains into my fucking mouse pad. All right. Let me put in Discovery here, but I found some better tweets earlier. Girl, I'm trying to work. Star Trek Discovery is leaving Netflix tonight before heading to Paramount Plus. The Verge. Paramount Plus taking Star Trek Discovery from Netflix is a maximum level dick move. If the rest of the world had access to Paramount Plus, then it would make sense. But they are literally cutting their entire audience down. I totally agree. Let's read what other people have said on this tweet. With the best Gowron voice. There can only be one answer to that. Yep, they are encouraging piracy. They probably took down the very negative responses. Yeah, possibly, but I'd be satisfied with people doing this if it meant Europe would stop whining about it. I went through the same thing with Americans who didn't want to pay for CBS All Access. I torrented Disc at first, and then subscribed when I found out it was worth it. Europe can do the same. So no Star Trek Discovery in Germany then, or they are moving. Did you just do a shit on my fucking shirt? You just did a fucking shit on my shirt, on my fucking Lara Croft shirt. Jesus Christ. All right. So no Star Trek Discovery in Germany then, or are they moving to some other place that might be available from here? No, it's going to be on Paramount Plus, and it sounds like some regions in Europe won't get Paramount Plus until June 2022. June 20. Is this guy fucking kidding me right now? Some regions just won't get it for years, if ever. And soon all Trek will be behind this paywall, and many of it, if not most, will just pirate the show. Damn right. Okay, let's have. She fucking shout on my Lara Croft, man. My fucking Lara Croft. Multi-year distribution agreement begins in 2022. In addition to Paramount Plus, also extends carriage of Viacom CBS portfolio of the paid TV channels on Sky. When Paramount Plus launches on Sky, Sky Cinema subscribers will have access to the service at no additional cost. And Roberto is very happy that the bird shat on me. Well, she didn't shit on my head. She shits on my shoulder quite often, actually, but not on my head. But I don't like it when she's on my head. And she loves using my microphone perch as my microphone stand as a perch, don't you, sweetheart? Now, if you're gonna just go over here, come on, go over here. Daddy is trying to work. All right. Paramount has been doing this sort of stuff for about as long as they've been around. They constantly keep shooting themselves in the foot when it comes to garnering a future audience. They're telling me, I'm so pissed. I hoist the pirate flag now and go on Twitter war. Cheers from Switzerland. Well, the Swiss ain't happy. I like the idea of the landlocked country having pirates. I mean, what do you expect? What does anybody expect? I mean, we're going to have to wait until next year, whilst America and Canada and Brazil will get it in a couple of days. And what, we're not going to be spoiled? What the fuck's going to be happening? All of this shit's going to be spoiled. You know, it'll be, I mean, for a day or two, we can keep our heads under the clouds and not have to worry too much about spoilers. But for 2 or 3 months, maybe even longer, there's no way we're going to be able to avoid spoilers. Okay. Coclud, welcome to the stream, my friend. Nobody expects the people running things knew that the show wouldn't be shown. Even the Discovery actors have said they had no idea. I don't blame the actors at all. Don't blame the actors one idly iota. It's none of their fault. You know, even Sonique Martin Green, who everyone thinks is a Mary Sue, we can leave her alone as well. It's not her fault. We recorded a podcast today for tomorrow, which starts nice. And you don't disagree. No, yeah. I'm loving reading these tweets, by the way. We've got just a plethora, you know, a humongous amount of pissed off people. And why wouldn't they be pissed off? I've heard that we in Europe would get it on Netflix as we have done before. Is that incorrect? Has this fucker been living under a rock? That was the announcement that was about Star Trek Discovery was removed last night and won't be available in the UK or anyone outside US, Canada until Paramount Plus launches worldwide. And there's a reply to that. Beautiful. Oh, Kaplas with a Q. I never knew that. I always thought it was okay. All right. They'll probably come back in 3 days saying, okay, we thought it was over and it's out of kindness of our hearts. A shared one among a bunch of execs and loyalty to the fans. We will let you see the new season. And that was the plan all along, to generate publicity. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah. If that happens, because this is some serious backlash right now. You know, people are, you know, are wanting blood right now. And if everyone is basically telling Paramount Plus, we're going to pirate your fucking shit, then what do you think Paramount Plus are going to do? You say, all right, fine, no problem, pirate it. I mean, they're looking to make all this extra money. People are saying, no, we're not going to sign up to another streaming platform because some of us have signed up to 3 or 4. We don't want to sign up to a 5th, you know, or a 4th or a 5th. You know, it's just too much. It's just too much. For what? So we can get a weekly dose of fucking Star Trek. Spend $10 a month for a weekly dose of Star Trek. It's just not worth it. Let's hope they do. I think they underestimate the amount of anger that they generated. They're in a genuine risk of taking their own property with this action. I totally agree. It amazes me that they that these fucking execs think that 2 days before this show, which everyone's anticipating, which is the flagship show of Star Trek at the moment, you know, they're actually thinking that no one's going to lose their shit over this worldwide. Daniel, glory to you and your house, Paramount Plus. Perhaps today is a good day to pirate. Very well said. Where I live in the area where we do have Paramount Plus access Nordic, but not a single episode of Star Trek Prodigy, Star Trek Discovery, any of the series, and not any of the original, I think they meant to say, or TNG era movies, nor the third Kelvin movie, only 2009 Trek and Into Darkness. So these people in a Nordic country have Paramount Plus access, and they hardly have any Star Trek. What the fuck is going on? Please, someone explain to me what the fuck is going on. It's a completely short-sighted move. No shit. They should have allowed season 4 to air on Netflix as normal, then move over to Paramount Plus when they had launched in all other countries. Yeah, like the smart thing would have been to, like, you want your streaming service to come out, but you've got all this other shit coming out. You know, you needed one of your massive shows. Like we've had Lower Deck, which is my personal favorite Star Trek at the moment. And we've had Prodigy, but these are not flagship shows. Discovery is. And with 2 other shows to come up after that, you know, they would have had a better chance of possibly selling Paramount Plus if they mentioned that, you know, Picard and Strange New Worlds were going to come out on that streaming service. And at least they would have time to do that, you know, instead of just lumbering it on us 2 days before the launch of Discovery. Carl Faulkner, howdy doody. Just reading some tweets of some pissed off people when it comes to Star Trek Discovery being taken away from us. Taken away from us. You know, and when I say us, I mean, listen to me. You know, I don't sound like I'm from Nashville, Tennessee. I fucking sound like I'm from fucking United Kingdom because I am. I'm an international Star Trek fan. I don't have access to Paramount Plus. And we won't be able to watch it now. Well, we will. We'll find our ways. Let's read a few more messages here. I'd love to be able to compare tweets and see how many are complaining about it not airing on time, and also complained about Disco sucking altogether. Yep. I mean, for a start, Disco has been a little bit bad initially. I think season 3 was a turning point, and the show finally found its feet. It was merging the elements of what Star Trek is all about, you know, diplomacy and, you know, all of that sort of shit. You know, bringing people together, finding new angles, helping people out, resolving problems, all of that with an overarching narrative. Discovery season 3 did that well. And so people were looking forward to more of that to come in season 4. Unfortunately, we never got that. Well, we won't be able to watch that. I mean, that's people who do it legitimately, that is. We won't be able to watch any of that because they've decided to go down a different route. So Picard will be on Amazon Prime in the UK. I don't know about that, mate. I assume that Strange New Worlds will be with Paramount Plus. I heard that Sky will be doing a deal to show Paramount in the UK with them in 2022, possibly. I mean, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I genuinely don't know. Here we go. David Jarrett says it's completely short-sighted move. They should have. Oh, sorry, I've already read that. Netflix was the one who waited till the last moment and made the dick move. They did. They did. Like, this is Paramount Plus is property. What did Netflix do at the last moment? Like, expand on that, sir. This feels like this guy's replying to Captain Sean 24. Okay, I read that already. Expand on that. You need to expand on that. You can't just make a comment like that and not add to it and explain why it was Netflix's fault. It seems like a stupid move to me. Yes, it does. I can't even comprehend when it's going to come to India. Oh, God. They kind of informed people back in August, but not directly. Here's a link about the deal. Let's see. Okay, I can't. I'm going to hold on 1 second. I need to click on this link on. Let me just find it here. Here we go. Let's click on that. All right, let me share this. 1 second. Thank you, Daniel Vance, for giving me this information. I'm just going to quickly share this information to the rest of the viewers here. Let me just come out of the Twitter. I'll come back to Twitter soon, I promise. I'm having a good time on Twitter right now. But what's this? What to watch? Is this the one? Yeah, here we go. All right, Paramount Plus getting UK European launch in 2022. This is August the 5th, 2021. This was bloody hell with these goddamn things. Viacom CBS is partnering with Sky to bring Paramount Plus to a number of European markets. Paramount Plus will make the trip across the pond and be available to streamers in the UK, Europe, starting in 2022. Viacom CBS has announced. The expansion comes via a partnership with Sky, a Comcast corporation that will see the Paramount Plus streaming service be available on Sky platforms in the UK, Ireland, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. Just so you Americans know, Austria is not Australia. Austria is a country in Europe. It's the same country that Arnold Schwarzenegger comes from. This new multi-year distribution agreement begins in 2022, and in addition to Paramount Plus, also extends carriage to Viacom CBS portfolio of pay TV channels on Sky. Paramount Plus, a reworked, expanded version of CBS All Access, officially launched in March in the US. The service offers a library of classic Viacom CBS titles in TV and movies from the likes of Paramount Studios, CBS, Nickelodeon, BET, that's the Black Entertainment Network, I believe, Comedy Central, and Showtime, as well as live sports like the UEFA Champions League. It also has its own original programming, including Star Trek Picard and the other series set in the Star Trek universe, and iCarly reboot, and original films like Mark Wahlberg's Infinite. Paramount Plus is also the exclusive streaming home for Paramount movies 30 to 45 days after their debut in theaters, most recently adding A Quiet Place Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. Here we have The Ginger Freak, Suck My Nuts. When Paramount Plus launches on Sky Cinema subscribers will have access to the service at no additional cost. All other Sky customers will be able to subscribe to Paramount Plus as an add-on to their account. The streaming service will also be available direct to consumer through the Paramount Plus app for iOS and Android, as well as connected TV devices, OTT platforms. Pricing and local content will be announced at a later date. Thanks, babes. We are thrilled to expand our long-standing partnership with Sky to continue delivering Viacom CBS leading portfolio of premium entertainment brands to Sky customers, and importantly, bringing Paramount Plus to a new audience in all Sky markets, including the UK, Ireland, Italy, and GSA. GSA, remind me what that is again. Said, oh my God, I'm going to butcher this name. Raffaele Chino, President and CEO of Viacom CBS News Network International. The transformative distribution deal is key to accelerating our global ambitions in the streaming, while also supporting Sky's strategic objectives to better serve audience with greater flexibility in how they consume our content across all platforms. Nerds, yes. By the way, I'm kind of getting lost in the jargon of all of this, by the way. This is the second major streaming service that has struck a deal with Sky to head abroad. Peacock, which is owned by Comcast, has also announced that it will be available to the UK and Europe consumers sometime before the end of 2021. Sorry, my bird is nibbling on my fucking wires here. Go away. Viacom CBS made the announcement along with its second quarter 2021 financial results. The company shared that its number of global streaming subscribers rose to more than 42 million. It did, including 6.5 million in the second quarter. It said that Paramount Plus led the way, but did not provide any specific numbers. I believe GSA refers to China, Russia, India, and Malaysia. This girl here, by the way. Come on, Daddy is trying to work. Don't shit on me. But Daddy is trying to work. All right, fair enough. So, like, the news of Paramount Plus coming to the UK was mentioned in, or basically a Paramount Plus streaming service coming to UK was mentioned in August, but still it hasn't been developed yet, and they've basically decided to do this stupid move on us just before Disco was going to be released, and it's absolutely ridiculous. Back to Twitter, my friends. Okay, this person, let's see. This person sounds like an apologist. It wouldn't be as bad if Paramount Plus was, no, maybe not, if Paramount Plus was going to be a standalone app, but they are sticking it on Sky, so a minimum £26 a month, then however much the PP Paramount Plus is. That's a lot of money, particularly if you don't have Sky. So it's a dick move and a short-sighted one from the powers that be. I guarantee that is the case. The press release did say it would have a standalone app that isn't connected to Sky. No idea on the cost. Not saying I agree with them. Just that if people want, they can sign up to Paramount Plus outside of Sky. But that's not the point, Brian Johnson. That isn't the point. Jadzia. Stop being so naughty. Come on. No eating my teeth today. All right, just a little. All right, that's what you're getting. All right. That's not the point, Brian Johnson. The point is that we're supposed to be getting this show on Netflix within a couple of days. We've all been anticipating it. The Discovery actors were in London this week, anticipating the upcoming, or this month that is, anticipating the upcoming show being released on Netflix on Friday, and now it isn't. Jadzia isn't happy about the news. He's just making you aware. Jadzia loves interrupting me when I'm doing my own thing. Much as they did with Voyager 25 years ago, launching UPN, is it dumb? Maybe, but it's a show, people. So you can watch it the day it comes out. You'll be able to binge it. Or you know what? I hate people like this. This guy, I need to insult him. No, I won't. I'm already banned on Facebook for 30 days today. My ban began today over the Carl Rittenhouse thing, for me basically calling Americans a bunch of gun-loving, crazy motherfuckers. Not using those words exactly because I didn't use any F-bombs, but somehow that still got me banned for 30 days nevertheless. I use a VPN to overcome region lock content all the time. I wonder if it would work for gaining access to Paramount Plus in a similar way. It's legal to do and relatively inexpensive. Just a thought I had. Well, that's a good one. Would a VPN overcome this? Use a VPN, sign up to Paramount Plus, but they would know, wouldn't they know, when you come to giving your credit card details, that you're not an American resident? Surely that would be the case. A lot of streaming services are geo-blocked, require a local credit card to pay. Yeah, there we go. Local credit card to pay the subscription. Netflix is one of them. I love this. Are you two friends? International fans know Paramount Plus, yes. I remember this episode as well. This is a holodeck program, I believe. And Harry Kim had the likings for this lovely lady here, and I think then Tuvok did the dirty. You know what, Tuvok, he was a bit of a sleazeball to Tuvok. Come to think of it. Anyway, We don't have Paramount Plus on New Zealand, so no Discovery for me. Sorry, my Kiwi brothers and sisters. The absurd of all of the absurds is that it isn't available on Paramount Plus for people outside the US. So it's just bad strategy. Of course it is. They realize that they can make money by having their own show on their own channel. Yeah, that is possibly a realization, but not like this. Not so soon to the release of the main show. Rules of Acquisition 188. Not even dishonesty can tarnish the shine of profit. I love that. Is that a real rule of acquisition? Let me know. I'm from Chile, and I tried to get Paramount Plus for Star Trek, but I can just use it on a laptop. No LG Smart TV app. PS4 just gave me the white screen without option to log in. I didn't use even the 7-day trial. Okay. I'll let you all know tomorrow if this was all worth the outrage. Spoiler alert. Trust me, there'll be a lot of people tomorrow who'll be figuring their own way, mate. Okay, I agree. It's a disappointment at this stage. I was so looking forward to season 4 start, but hey, sometimes the longer the cooking, the better. What is this? I swear, who says shit like this? Like, you're gonna get spoiled, mate. You're gonna go on Twitter one day, and there's gonna be a whole fucking bunch of spoilers on there. On your Facebook as well, any type of social media, everything's gonna get spoiled. You won't be able to watch the show and not know what's already happened because it got spoiled to you months ago. They have made such a big mistake. I'm so angry. I'm with you. Magic Dragon, I'm with you. You're so right. It's totally an ass. I think I mean totally an ass move by them. Now we're in the UK. Have to wait until 2022 to see it. You don't have to. You can't go to any geek website with a photo or headline that spoils something anymore. Yeah. Like, I watched Endgame the second day it came out. The second day it came out, I watched Endgame. And on this one stream I was watching, somebody typed in on the stream in the chat, Tony Stark dies. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, what the fuck? I haven't even, this has only been one day. Endgame has only been out for one fucking day. And somebody, like, you know, like, you can't avoid spoilers. It's impossible. People live to spoil things for you, you know? Yeah, especially when it's juicy. I mean, maybe, you know, one of the main characters dies within an episode or two. You know, they throw a real curveball at us. Then what? You think that's not going to get spoiled? That's going to be all over the interwebs. Are they though? It takes two to tango. Don't be surprised if this wasn't just Paramount's choice. Anyone with two brain cells can imagine that this would be a bad move. I'm thinking that Netflix just pulled the plug in lieu of more and more of their own content. You see, this is where you come across people who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Now, I'm a soccer fan as well, football fan, but you know, I know I've got some Americans here. I'm going to say soccer fan to you motherfuckers. And there was this thing called the Super League. And when the Super League was announced, every football fan pretty much denounced it. It caused absolute outrage amongst all fucking football fans. We didn't like it. We didn't like our team, whether it be our team or somebody else's team, because like the top tier team would be extracting themselves from competition against smaller teams and only playing the big teams all the time in a league where they won't get ever relegated. And nobody wanted that. We didn't want to be in a competition where we only played Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Juventus every fucking week. We wanted to play the big boys, you know, and it felt special to play the big boys. We wanted to play the medium teams, and we wanted to play the lower league teams. So they had their David and Goliath contest as well. This was bad for the lower league teams if all the big boys were extracting themselves from mainstream competition and playing in a league only for big boys. So this was a stupid move, but because these guys are such greedy, fucking powerful fuckers who've got more money than sense and still want more money after that, they made this move. Absolute outrage, and within the 3 or 4 days, they reversed. So what I'm trying to basically say is that people in power just are so lost up their own arsehole. You know, they just think they can do shit like this, and people will just accept it because they think everybody beneath them accepts everything in life, and that's how they're used to dealing with people who they consider to be lesser than them, and that's why they did this. They have no fucking clue. The water cooler show might have ended, but our human need to talk about what we've seen the night before has not. The new water cooler is the internet, my friend. That is the water cooler nowadays. I mean, if you do go to work and talk to people at the water cooler, you still got that way of doing things. At the same time, the internet is the water cooler. It's just evolved. Was 2005 a good year? Maybe for wine. I used to watch The Sad Excuse for Trek as I have Netflix, but there's no way I'm paying extra to watch all on Paramount Plus. Okay, by the way, it took me a little while to understand why Johnny Depp was on the screen. I should have realized earlier. I'm not getting my mini fridge anytime soon, dude. I did see some earlier today, though. Okay. I mean, those were just the responses there. I saw a really good picture, by the way. Let me have a really good. There we go. There's the one. Oh man, that's the one. 2 hours international Star Trek Discovery fans. What a great picture. Do I know Jared Heller? No, I don't. But anyways, I thought I'd leave this talk on Star Trek Discovery and the fact that it's been taken away from us international fans with this picture here, because I think this is a great way to sign this off. All right. Thank you very much, Bandit. Much appreciated. So yeah, we're dropping views now, so I think I'm going to end this. So anyone who watches the recording of this, let me know what you think. I mean, it'd be hard pressed to find anyone who thinks that this is a good move, considering shit gets spoiled beyond belief. Considering we were supposed to get this within a couple of days, this is not a clever move. I don't want the obvious explained to me, like, well, the reason why they've done this is they're trying to make more money. I don't want you to explain the fucking obvious, all right? Just don't. You know, if fucking somebody comes up to me and fucking explains the obvious, I'll fucking block and ban them because it means you're a stupid fucking idiot. Too stupid to fucking know that I'm not aware of this. It's like people telling me, you know what, wrestling's fake, you know? You're a fucking idiot when you say shit like that. So explain to me how this is a good move for the fans, for the international fans. I want you to explain that to me. But even if you don't have an explanation and you agree with me, let me know too. I want to hear as many sides as possible on this. I don't really think I'll be hearing too much on the sides of the corporations because they don't really have a leg to stand on, as far as I'm concerned. But let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, not only to No Budget Productions, but also to NerdTube. We are without doubt the greatest YouTube channel you'd never fucking heard of. To all the people who ended up remaining watching me, thank you very much. How many hours tomorrow? I don't know, but I'll just be working. What's for breakfast? Probably a roast beef and horseradish sandwich. They're very nice from Marks and Spencer's. Will I sleep now? Possibly. But regardless of all of that, thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. I will see you cunts later. And live long and prosper. May things change and change soon. And fuck Paramount Plus.